my 12 selves would welcome me here on this day, when I would return a complete person.
Hello everyone, this is Daughter Darkness, and today I'm going to be sort of continuing, the theme of my previous video, which was where I discussed who the 7 Guardians of Light would be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and today I'll be doing pretty much the same thing, except for the 13 Seekers of Darkness. Of course, compared to the Lights, this is a lot more kind of speculation, in some cases quite far-fetched speculation, because we know that much less about the Seekers of Darkness than we do about the Guardians of Light. So we might as well just get straight into this, so let's get started.
Shattered the Keyblade into 20 pieces. 7 of light and 13 of darkness.
Number 1, Master Xehanort, no real surprise. He is the kind of leader of this new organization. It was all sort of centered around him. He is the one who will, the other people are vessels of his heart. Of course, Master Xehanort is number 1.
All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different.
Ansem the Seeker of Darkness. Again, no surprise that Xehanort's Heartless is among his 13 vessels, of course brought back from the past to, join this group. However, he was seen among the organization in Dream Drop Distance as the main antagonist of Kingdom Hearts 1. Epcar Seeker of Darkness is number 2.
So you have come this far, and still you understand nothing.
Indeed. A heart is never lost for good.
Number 3, of course, with Xehanort's Heartless is number 2. Xehanort's Nobody is number 3. Zenoss, the former leader of Organization 13, again has been brought back from the past to join in this final battle. We saw him there with Dream Drop Distance. It is an obvious choice. Zenoss, number 3.
Our experiments creating Heartless were attempts to control the mind and convince it to renounce its sense of self.
Me? I'm already half Xehanort.
For number 4 in this organization, we go to the number 2 in the previous organization, Xigbar. The only real sort of speculation here is whether it is Xigbar who has joined this group or Braig, his human form. However, I would say that whether it's his human or his nobody, his human seems more likely, he will be referred to as Xigbar. Young Xehanort called him Xigbar, and his X is not a sign of being a nobody. The X is a sign, the recusant sigil of being, a vessel of Xehanort in a respect. So I think it's still Xigbar, and yeah, Xigbar, number 4.
Lyza.
Number 5, again from the previous organization, we have Cyax, referred to as Isa by Axel. However, again, the same situation with Xigbar. I think whether it's his human or his nobody, most likely he'll be referred to by the other members of the organization at least as Cyax, because of the recusant sigil, who was pretty much the number 2 in charge of the previous organization. And yeah, he is loyal to Xehanort, another obvious choice for the 13 Seekers of Darkness.
You just make it too easy. I know you think you've won, but you lost the moment you dived this far in.
Number 6, Young Xehanort, of course the main antagonist of Dream Drop Distance. He is the reason that all of this is possible, and he is of course a great choice for the organization. The only real sort of question mark over this was, Young Xehanort saying that he was going to go back to his time to live his life and turn into the others. However, I think in that case he was referring to after the conflict, which is what's going to happen to all of them. I think that they're all going to return to their previous times after they've sort of done the Kingdom Hearts Keyblade War stuff at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, and we did see him among the organization in the final scene, and yeah, Young Xehanort, number 6.
We need what will be left of you. The 13th Dark Vessel.
Oh, come on! You don't even know your pal? Please tell me the amnesia was just a sick joke. Boy, this is some cliche.
For number 7, a lot of people's instincts is to go with Terra Xehanort from Birth by Sleep. However, I will go for, I suppose, technically the same form of Xehanort. However, Terra Xehanort himself was always kind of, I suppose, confused. He wasn't sure what he was doing, and we did see signs that Terra was kind of fighting back in Birth by Sleep, so Xehanort might be wary about going back and picking up a Xehanort from a time when Terra was really trying to gain back control, because obviously that could cause some problems. So he might go a bit further ahead and to someone who, with memories or not, certainly shared Xehanort's ambitions, which is Apprentice Xehanort, of course the person who ended up becoming Ansem and Xemnas. He would be a great choice for Xehanort's 13 Seekers of Darkness, so Apprentice Xehanort number 7.
Now that my body is about to perish, you and I will have to join together.
Number 8, Vanitas, one of the most important characters from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, essentially the dark part of Ventus. However, there were implications, for example the yellow eyes, that Vanitas had already been infiltrated by Xehanort's heart, as well as the fact that there were hints of his return in Dream Drop Distance, with the whole, your heart is a prison, to Sora, Vanitas kind of having a cameo there, suggested that he's going to return in Kingdom Hearts 3, and, he is obviously 100% darkness, so obviously he'll be on Xehanort's side, so yeah, Vanitas number 8.
We needed to make you stronger. The Unversed were the perfect opponents.
It is I, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness.
Number 9 is someone who looks like Riku. We saw a version of someone who was identical to a younger Riku in Dream Drop Distance, wearing a black coat, who may very well be a member of this organization. A lot of people have talked about Riku Replica, of course, from Chain of Memories. However, I'm going to go to Riku Ansem, who is, of course, a vessel of Xehanort's heart already, the version of Riku's body, which had been overtaken by Ansem the Seeker of Darkness. The other sort of thing that is in his favour, well, he's got a Keyblade, which is, I suppose, helpful. So the fact that he's a vessel of Xehanort's heart and has a Keyblade gives Riku Ansem a good position. So, yep, Riku Ansem, number 9.
The darkness of men's hearts, drawn to these cursed medallions, and this heartless, a veritable maelstrom of avarice.
Number 10, we have the number 10 from the previous organization, Luxord. Luxord was a very loyal member of Organization 13. When you look at the previous organization, of course, there are the 3 that are already members of the Seekers of Darkness, and then there are some like Lee, who's now on the side of light, Roxas returned to Sora, and then the others have failed in one way or another. Luxord is really the exception. He was there right until the world that never was. He even outlived Xigbar, and he may very well be a good choice for Xehanort to go back and get, either the human form or the nobody, but either way, I imagine he'll be called Luxord by Xehanort because of the X. So, number 10, Luxord.
I surrender the chest with my humblest apologies.
I can tell you this is my second time on these shores, but unfortunately, much like the first, I do not remember who I am or whence I came.
For number 11, we have Xehanort's former master, Ansem the Wise. Ansem the Wise has never really appeared to be on Xehanort's side. However, there were, a couple of hints. He was randomly wearing the Organization 13 coat in the Realm of Darkness, which he's never really been seen wearing one before. He would always wear that kind of like red thing that when he was disguised as Diz, or he would wear a lab coat. So the fact he's suddenly in an organization coat maybe gives him a link to Xehanort. Maybe he gets taken away from Aqua in 0.2, and then we find out that he's a Seeker of Darkness. That's a possibility. Either way, it might be a case of controlling Ansem the Wise as a kind of ultimate humiliation for the Master who Xehanort believes he surpassed. So I think that, yeah, he could well want to use Ansem the Wise for that. And he'd be obviously a good choice. He is a pretty strong person, a very intelligent person, and there's also that kind of humiliation aspect that Xehanort might want to have. So, yep, number 11, Ansem the Wise.
Sad to say, they nearly fell to darkness more than once. All of this was decided.
For number 12, we venture back into the past, and a lot of people may have been thinking that this person was absent from my previous video, the 7 Guardians of Light video, and that is Amira. Amira is a very significant character in Kingdom Hearts Key. His full significance is yet to be known. We'll probably find out next year with Kingdom Hearts 2.8. He's very sort of suspicious at the moment, and it's quite possible that he may have come into contact with Xehanort, and he may very well be involved in Xehanort's scheme. Chirithy talks about a traitor in the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 trailer, as well as that being mentioned in Kingdom Hearts Key. It's not one of the foretellers, it seems. Amira is acting suspiciously. He would be a good choice to be that traitor, so maybe he comes along and helps Sora, supposedly, gather the 7 Guardians of Light. However, he's only doing it because Xehanort needs the 7 Guardians of Light, and he himself is actually a Seeker of Darkness, so once again he acts as betrayer, and he maybe betrays Sora and joins Xehanort as the 12th Seeker of Darkness. So Amira, number 12. And for number 13 we go to the character who even Xehanort doesn't know who the 13th Seeker of Darkness is going to be. I wasn't really sure. I was struggling to think. I had random ideas in my mind, from Roxas to any other random Guardian of Light, anything. However, when I was thinking about it, I thought, yeah, this could work. So, the Guardians of Light, there are 7 of them. 6 of them most likely will be original Kingdom Hearts characters, with the one exception of King Mickey. King Mickey, of course, is the Disney representative among the 7 Guardians of Light. So maybe Xehanort with his 12 original Kingdom Hearts characters, maybe Nomura will throw in a Disney representative as the 13th Seeker of Darkness. And where else could he go than the person who has sort of looked up to Xehanort, has done his bidding before, and is someone who very well could do with being more involved in the main story.
Why, I am Maleficent, as all who dwell in this kingdom would know.
Maleficent is really the epitome of evil as far as Disney is concerned. I mean, I know that's sort of Chernobog, but he's not exactly going to fit in an organization coat, is he? And yeah, she's worked for Xehanort in the past. She's obviously strong with the darkness, and Xehanort probably feels like he can use her once again as a vessel of darkness with the promise of giving her power. She's obviously going to be involved with the Book of Prophecies. Maybe that will be extended to, you know, joining in with Xehanort's plan. And yeah, I think that was just a sort of nice idea that, you know, giving a Disney representative on the 13 Seekers of Darkness side. So, number 13, Maleficent.
Oh, but wait. I do remember someone leaving the castle.
Of course, as with last time, there are lots of other possibilities, and I do have some other various ideas for who could be among Xehanort's 13 Seekers of Darkness. Of course, mine, it's just complete speculation. I might be completely wrong. In fact, chances are I probably am. So I'm just going to go over a few other possibilities that have come into my head. So the first is obviously the Foretellers. While I speculated yesterday that they might help Sora to try and avoid another war, while in the end deciding that Xehanort just has to be defeated, it's also possible that as the Lost Masters, potentially, Xehanort could have found them when he was young, and now he's using them as vessels. You know, there are enough spaces in the Seekers of Darkness for all of the Foretellers to join. So, yeah, the Foretellers, I think, are a possibility. It's sort of up in the air. We'll have to wait until the rest of Kingdom Hearts Key is done, as well as back cover, to see, you know, what's really going to happen to them in Kingdom Hearts 3. Another option, of course, is the other one of the apprentices, the one who didn't become a Foreteller, the 6th apprentice, who is quite possibly the original owner of Xehanort's Keyblade. Now, if they could find a way to bring him back from the past, then Xehanort would obviously want to choose him, presumably as a sort of Seeker of Darkness himself. He may even be helping Xehanort's ambition, so he might really want to join in with this final battle. Then, just some other random ideas. Xehanort's Master. Xehanort's Master, the only thing we really know about him is that the Keyblade War is his favourite story, and he gave Ericus the Master Keeper. That's all we really know about him, as well as the fact that he owned Xehanort's Keyblade at some point too. So Xehanort's master, I suppose Xehanort may want to go for him, you know, the person who taught him how to wield a Keyblade and stuff, may well be a viable choice for Xehanort to go for. Then there's the third in the trio. Of course, Kingdom Hearts is very largely made up of trios. Sora, Riku and Kairi, Mickey, Donald and Goofy, Aqua, Terra and Ventus, Roxas, Axel and Xion. So there may well be another trio of Xehanort, Ericus, and another, presumably a female character. And if she is on Xehanort's side, because obviously we don't even know if she exists, so she may well be on Xehanort's side, and if she was, maybe she could be a Seeker of Darkness. And then just other random ideas. Sora's Heartless. Ansem was of course around at the time that, Sora's Heartless was formed, so maybe Xehanort could pop back and get Sora's Heartless and maybe grow him into a sort of human form with the absence of Sora's original self actually being there. Maybe they go for his Heartless. And on the other side, maybe they go for Roxas somehow, or Xion, as other extensions of Sora now that they've missed out on the real thing. And then, of course, there is the other option, which is very possible, really, which is new characters. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not just going to have the old cast. There will be one or two new characters thrown in along the way, and maybe one of those is another form of Xehanort that we don't know about, or just another character who's on the side of darkness who could join Xehanort. So yeah, really the options are wide open. I've just made my speculative list, so you've probably got your own ideas, so please share those for me in the comment section below the video. And while you're down there, please like this video if you did, and if you liked it, then check out my other videos and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you for watching.